This month we'll continue talking about the tabernacle that was built during the time of Moses by the children of Israel. But this month we're going to focus particularly on the furniture that was located inside of the tabernacle. We'll start by talking about the altar of sacrifice, which was located in the outer courtyard. It was used primarily for offerings. The second piece of furniture was also located in the outer courtyard. This was the water basin. Priests would use the water to ritually clean themselves. As a side note, I think it's worth noting for LDS audiences that this was also located in Solomon's temple, as were all of these pieces of furniture. But what was unique is that when it was built in Solomon's temple, the water basin was put onto the back of 12 oxen. So that's a very familiar sight for those who are used to the LDS temples today. The third piece of furniture was the candlestick and was located inside the holy place. I think it's worth noting that when it's described in Exodus 25, it's compared to a tree with branches and so forth. The next piece of furniture was also located inside the holy place. It was the altar of incense. It was located directly in front of the veil. The final piece of furniture in the holy place was the showbread, the table of showbread, also known as the bread of the presence. Here there were 2 stacks of 12 or 6 loaves of bread in each stack for a total of 12 loaves, and these were topped with a offering of frankincense, which was used in offerings elsewhere in the temple. Finally, when they passed through the veil and entered into the Holy of Holies, you could find the Ark of the Covenant. It's called the Ark of the Covenant because it contained the tablets that Moses was given on Mount Sinai, or the covenant that he was given on Mount Sinai. Later on, they added a pot of manna, as well as Aaron's budding rod. To remind ourselves, here's a picture of the overall structure of the tabernacle. We have including the outer courtyard, and inside the outer courtyard was a smaller tent, which contained both the holy place and the Holy of Holies, which was separated by the veil. Here is the placement of the various pieces of furniture. In the outer courtyard, there was first the bronze altar, where the sacrifices were offered, and then the water basin, used for the ritual cleansings of the priest. Inside, you had the menorah or lamp, the altar of incense, which stood directly before the veil, separating the Holy of Holies from the holy place, and finally the table of showbread. Inside the Holy of Holies was the Ark of the Covenant. And that concludes our discussion, and we'll talk about this, of course, in class as we go through the material this month and next.